Donald Trump's Capitol takeover is about to get about more guns. The Pentagon is giving the green light to National Guard troops to start carrying their weapons while patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C. Now, this is coming nearly 2,000 National Guard members have been called up from other Republican states to come into the nation's capital. Earlier, they were instructed that they did not need to have their service weapons. It's also not clear that they really need them. So why? Why take this step?
I've got a down that's in law enforcement, and if you're in law enforcement, I want you to have a firearm because you don't know what someone's going to do. And if you're willing to put your life on the line, whether it's DC or any other city, and you've been trained with a weapon, I want you to have that weapon. I want you to be safe.
Then why
I don't find it offensive.
Weapons at the beginning,
when
they explicitly said that they would not have their weapons.
I don't know.
Because they were going to
what
be
I know
in
now
a
is
supporting role.
I'm in favor of law enforcement always having
what
weapons.
What about the National Guard?
I'm in favor of the National Guard. I don't think they're children. I think they're adults.
You
I think
the
they've been
military
trained
in the streets of America.
I love it in a dangerous city. My hometown of Memphis,
in Union
Tennessee.
Station.
Please send them tomorrow. Because there's far too many African-American kids that are dying in Memphis, Tennessee. I've been shot at in Memphis, Tennessee. It's not a joke to me. When you've had a gun put to your head and you've had two people shoot at you from 5 feet away, it's not a joke.
Sounds like
crime is real.
Okay,
it's not a joke.
People
die every day. Not buying it.
No, we have a former FBI agent.
Then two Democrats.
Let me just ask one thing of you, I guess, Ben. What happens when those National Guard troops use those weapons against American citizens?
You're assuming that they're, and the way that you phrase that is like they're just going to randomly shoot Americans.
No,
they may actually have to shoot a criminal,
I'm
a murderer,
asking,
someone that pulls a gun on them. That happens every day in America.
If they were initially sent unarmed, and now for whatever reason, despite the fact that the reporting is that many of them are doing
Abby,
very laudable things, helping women down the stairs at train stations. They're patrolling the streets. They are standing outside of monuments. They're doing all of those things. Now they're going to be armed. What happens when those weapons are used against American citizens? Do we cross a line at that point or no?
You're acting like, and this is the difference between Republicans and Democrats. You're acting like the good guys are going to go kill innocent Americans. They would use a gun against a violent criminal or someone that brandished a weapon.
They do it all because they should not be doing law enforcement.
Then you guys want people to die in these dangerous cities because you refuse to do what needs to be done to get control.
So Ben Ferguson says Democrats want people to die in these high crime cities because they refuse to do what it takes to stop it. And I spared you guys a response from Annie Oakley there, but he gave this same old tired root cause nonsense kind of argument we've heard for years. There are people like me, talking about himself and I don't know, activist groups or whatever, like working with inner cities to address these young black kids dying. So I'm assuming he's talking about all the crap that doesn't work, like midnight basketball or social workers instead of cops, which, by the way, they're probably good ideas in the right situation, but none of that is stopping gangs from shooting each other in the streets. The real root cause is broken families. We all know it. I really don't know why we're not admitting it. And until we can admit it as a country, crime's just going to keep spiraling. So we can't legislate marriage or force people back into traditional values. But what we can do is what works right now in this moment, which is more police, more deterrence, fewer funerals. I don't care if that offends anybody. I actually do care about saving young black men from being killed before they ever get a chance to live. So when Abby Phillip frames a question about the National Guard like they're just itching to mow down civilians, it's insulting. Guardsmen and cops aren't predators. They're human beings who want to go home to their families just like the rest of us. The only difference is they're standing face to face with the violence, while Abby and Cowboy Hat get to sit behind a desk pretending to care.